EOS made out of fairy dust, a snowflake highlighter, grassy makeup brushes, and eyeshadow from a magical book? Watch our new video to find out about what kind of makeup Tinkerbell and her sister Periwinkle use every day. Tinkerbell and her sister Periwinkle live in completely different worlds. They meet on the border between winter and summer to exchange makeup gifts. Periwinkle is ready to meet her sis. She's going to give her a summery bronzer. Pour gold, copper, and bronze makeup pigment into an empty bronzer palette. Make rings with each color. Add some rubbing alcohol and press down the powder. Use nail polish remover to erase the label from the top. Draw a heart with acrylic paint. Add a gold pattern. Cover the picture with clear nail polish. And here comes Tinkerbell. She flew all the way here from her summer woods, but she can't cross over the border. It's so cold in Periwinkle's winter wood that she'd freeze her wings off. Her sister happily gives her the gift. Check out this super summery bronzer. You'll look tan and party ready when you go back to your summery kingdom. Tink also has a gift for her sister. There's even a little portrait of Periwinkle on the box. It's a frosty fresh highlighter. Tink made it all by herself. Glue decorative snowflake sequins in a stack and attach them onto a thin stick of hot glue. Pour sparkly highlighter pigment into an empty powder compact. Use white and light blue colors. Add a drop of rubbing alcohol and press down the pigment. Stamp a snowflake in the middle. And fill each half of the snowflake with pigment of the opposite color. Press down the snowflake with rubbing alcohol. Coat the lid of the compact with white acrylic paint and draw a portrait of Periwinkle. Color it in with acrylic paints and seal it with spray varnish. How can Tinkerbell hand her the gift without the risk of frostbite? She'll toss it over with a net. Good job! Tink mail! Periwinkle opens the compact with her portrait on it. Wow! It's so beautiful! Just look how the highlighter shines in the winter sunlight. What a wonderful gift! What are those strange sounds? Does the sunlight seem dimmer to you? Those are just snowy owls running their snowy errands. The novice owl loses a feather, and when Periwinkle catches it, it turns into a tube of mascara. Color a mascara tube with light blue acrylic paint. Cut a long leaf shape out of a piece of shiny felt. Glue small feathers onto the felt. Paint white veins on the felt feather using fabric paint. Cut the feather and attach the two parts onto the tube and the cap. Owl feather mascara makes your lashes longer and more voluminous. Periwinkle's eyelashes flutter like a bird flying in the sky. Just look at her! Tink can hear a butterfly floating nearby. Shh! Be quiet! We're on the hunt! Tinkerbell wields her net like a real hunter fairy. Finally, the butterfly lands on a flower. Gotcha! The magical butterfly turned into an eyeliner. Cover a tube of eyeliner with white acrylic primer. Paint a green bud and sprinkle green glitter on top. Paint it yellow between the leaves as well as the cap of the tube. Secure the design with a layer of clear nail polish. Cut wings out of foil gift wrap and glue them onto the tube. Tinkerbell does her eyes with this magical eyeliner. It's weightless like a butterfly. Both fairies have such magical makeup. Tink collected a whole basket full of fresh flowers for her sister. And Periwinkle brought a basket full of crisp snowflakes. Tink reaches into her flowery basket and takes out an unusual EOS full of fairy dust. Take the balm out of an EOS and melt it in a microwave. Remove the grid and screw it into the lid. Add a lot of gold makeup pigment into the melted EOS and add some cosmetic glitter. Mix everything together and pour it back into the container. Let it cool. Cover the container with gold acrylic paint. and decorate it with more gold glitter. Protect the design with clear nail polish. This golden EOS must have grown in the heart of a flower. That's why it's so shiny. Tinkerbell decorates her lips with golden fairy dust. Now her mwah mwah kisses will be twice as magical. And what's Periwinkle got in her basket? Did she freeze a flower again? We'd better check. But how can I get this frozen orb to my sister? Let me try to roll it over the border. Tinkerbell's warm hands melt the ice. And she sees that there's an enchanted EOS inside. Use a toothpick to scratch out a drawing of a periwinkle. Take out the excess balm. Take another old lip balm and mix it with food coloring. Melt it in a microwave and fill the hollow in the EOS with it. Put the silver-tinted lip balm in the middle. Make the center darker. Let's make a case. Take a plastic sphere that opens into halves. Pour glitter into one half, spread it over the walls, and put the EOS inside. Pour in water and glitter and put it in a freezer to set. Fill the second half the same way, just without putting the EOS inside. Connect it with the already frozen half and freeze it again. Wow! There really was a frozen periwinkle in the ice ball, just in the form of an EOS. What a tender flower! We really have to thank the Winter Fairies for such a wonderful gift. The fairies are hitting the books. They're back to making plans about how to cross the icy border. There must be a hint somewhere. Maybe in this light blue winged book? Sweet pixie dust! This is actually a makeup palette. Fold the cover of a spiral notebook in half. Draw a fairy wing outline. Cut it out. Trim the excess spring. Remove one cardboard wing. Trace it on a sparkly self-adhesive foam rubber sheet. Cut it out and glue it to the base. Repeat for the second wing. Cut openings for the spring with a utility knife and outline wings on a regular foam rubber sheet. Glue it to the inner part of the wings. Cut another layer for the wings out of a shimmery foam rubber sheet. Trace square palette cells on it and use a compass to draw round ones. Cut out the openings and glue the upper layer to the wings. Cover the edges of the wings with blue glittery hot glue. Insert the spring. Make hollows in the ends of a stick of glittery hot glue with the heated nozzle of a hot glue gun. Put in some decorative crystals and wrap the edges in metal wire. Put the stick into the spring. Secure it with hot glue. Attach a round crystal to be the clasp. Make a small loop out of hot glue. Decorate the clasp with gold acrylic paint. Write a title for the book, just like the one in the movie. Glue sparkly eyeshadows in a metallic case inside the square openings. Fill the round openings with the leftovers of old eyeshadows. Drip in some rubbing alcohol and press it down. This magical palette has the right shades for both fairies. Cold shades for Periwinkle and warm tones for Tink. But what should we use to apply the eyeshadow? Tinkerbell thinks that regular brushes are too boring. Let's try turning them into the perfect makeup brushes for a summer fairy. That's better! Cover makeup brushes with clear nail polish. Apply emerald-colored holographic nail powder on top. For this to work, the nail polish should be almost dry, but still sticky. Secure it with another layer of clear polish on top. Decorate the brush with gold triangles for nail designs. Attach a white pom-pom to the end. Now Tink will definitely be able to tell her brushes apart from all the rest. They're decorated with cute little pom-poms. Tinkerbell applies her makeup. Now it's Periwinkle's turn. But she needs brushes too. Tink gives her sister her brush set right away, but the winter woods immediately cover the brushes with a thin layer of ice. Place a makeup brush onto parchment paper. Use hot glue to draw a blade of grass on the handle. Do the same thing on the other side. Adjust the shape with a knife. Smooth out the edges with the nozzle of a hot glue gun. Bend the end just a little bit to make it look like real grass. Draw the bud and petals of a flower on parchment paper with hot glue. Once the piece is dry, take them off the paper and glue the flower to the end of one of the brushes. Color the frozen plants with a light blue acrylic paint. Before the paint dries, sprinkle some glitter on top. Make it look frosty and attach some iridescent flakes of mica with clear nail polish. Paint over everything with clear nail polish one more time. Wow, that's truly magical! Periwinkle applies her makeup with her frozen brushes. But when she tries to give them back to her sister, they thaw out again. In the summer woods, they turn grass green again. No way! Does this mean that the borders between worlds just changes things instead of destroying them? Maybe the sisters can finally be together! Did you like our fairy tale makeup for fairies? Then write in the comments whose makeup you liked better, Tinkerbell's or Periwinkle's. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell so you don't miss any new magical makeup ideas on Troom Troom.